So that's the deal with homeless people.
Wait, what? Really? That's that simple as that?
Yeah, that is the
Okay,
deal with it.
right.
Tangerine? This week,
Tangerine.
we are looking at the first game here we are looking at is called Ghostrunner, and this is a game that you may have seen already. Didn't I already do a Tangerine on Ghostrunner?
On the
I even
demo, I believe.
Yeah, so I've
We
already
were
played the
talking about the
demo.
name of the music in it, I think, is what happened
Oh,
there.
I love this. The Ghostrunner soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah.
But as I always say in the past, if you make a good demo, I'll probably end up purchasing the full game, which I have done here. I've played the entirety of Ghostrunner, and this game is really
Well,
good.
even if you don't like the game, you then know that it's not for you,
But
or you
that's
think it's bad. But
the developers don't want that, or the
yeah,
publishers
make a
don't
good
want
game
that.
then. Make a
But
good game. Don't, not a problem.
anyway, so I have played the entirety of Ghostrunner now. I've played through like all of the different levels and seen the entire story. Um, what my thoughts? The best way I could describe Ghostrunner, if you haven't seen it before, is it kind of has that Hotline Miami-esque element where you kill enemies in
Yeah,
sort of one hit, but they
it kind of
also
reminds me of
kill you in one hit, sort of thing.
Mirror's Edge combined with Super Hot with yeah,
Yeah,
with actually yeah, the Super Hot they one hit kill you was that.
yeah,
Oh, thanks,
yeah.
Andy. We got Andy here.
Andy here, and on the all these old recordings, some of them have like just I'm just recording them on Discord. Um, but then on like the newer recordings, I've got the new action feature where you
Yeah,
can
which we wanted forever, but they finally added it.
yeah, so you can actually um, record just the game audio, even if you're in like an application like Discord. It won't record your desktop audio, which is a feature
Yeah.
that existed forever because Discord does it through Discord video streaming. It
Yeah,
isolates the application's audio.
yeah, it's. I don't want to say it's difficult because I think it is kind of probably not simple, but yeah, so we paid for Action, so it's not like it's a free thing.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So as we're still on the start of 2020 catch up. We still will just randomly have not audio for some of these, but all future ones
Yeah,
should all have audio, unless something goes horribly wrong, which is always nice to
yeah,
see. Because it's always nice
so
to
stuff can still
let
go
you hear
wrong.
at least a little bit of the audio of the game, just to get an idea of what it sounds like. So there's an interesting thing here: is these enemies. So to kill that enemy, I had to destroy his shield generator, otherwise he's
Yeah,
invulnerable. And then that enemy
but it
there,
required you to use the wall.
yeah, that enemy there
That's
has like a shield. He has like a red shield around him in the front, so I have to try and get behind him. But they usually
Yeah,
turn. So the easiest way to kill them is to go above them and then go into slow motion. Whenever you're like charging up a dash, you go into slow motion, and it's something you'll need to like use. At this point in the game,
that's cool.
you'll get access to a hacking tool where you can hack certain objects to like platform around them. This game's kind of like half platformer, half action game, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I kind of like. I don't know, like more fast-paced Mirror's Edge with like you're using like action to get some of the
Hmm.
platforming, I guess, to a certain extent. So like you're like attacking like enemies to like get a dash, right?
This
Is that
because
what's
this is
happening?
like some of my favorite genres of games is like fast-paced movement-based games, which is why I fucking love Ghost Runner. Using the ranged weapons like the shuriken is getting introduced here. I wasn't a big fan of the ranged weapons. I always found the game's strengths were lied in when you were
Yeah, you're having to
using.
quickly change your like, way you're looking. I'm not feeling this.
It's no boomerang X, Tony. Let's just say that.
No, no, like they've got that down.
Yeah.
That's because that thing you find that where yeah, like you don't need to like keep changing direction. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe the map design is also the problem with the range stuff here, but I don't know.
I would say like half half the game is like half the game is like action, half is platform to a point where half the bosses are like combat encounters, and half of them like one of the bosses is literally you have to climb a tower of lasers. I don't if
Okay,
you've ever
that's a
seen someone
boss.
else playing this. I think it was in like I remember in Moist Critical's like video. he shows off like the laser tower where you're essentially fighting a giant robot structure, and
Yeah,
basically you just have to keep platforming up it.
that is
Um,
cool.
so if you're like, I don't like the movement in this game, well, you're kind of out of luck because if you're
It's
not,
not for you.
it's a core part of this game
Yeah,
is the movement and is the combat. Like the game is completely built around those aspects. I would say like the story is like there, but it's not particularly great. I would say it's not amazing, but that's not what I came into the game for. So it didn't
yeah.
really matter to
It's
me.
just there to keep you going, I guess.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem bad. It just doesn't seem very inspired, I guess.
In a game like this, I was never really going to be worried about the story. It would have been a bonus if it
No.
had an interesting story.
Yeah.
Or it had, like, I mean, the story's not bad. I mean, the story's
Yeah, so
fine.
I think it's good enough to keep you like make it.
But
I think it raises it, but not like it's not like the
because I think
primary
that the sins
stuff.
of the game come in when there is, like, I don't know if I have any footage of it, but there is, like, I think this might be it, maybe. There's these sections where you kind of go into, like, these machines and you have to complete, like, these short puzzles. And I think one of the biggest
Mm.
criticisms of the game was people thought that these puzzles kind of really slowed down the pace of the game a lot,
Yeah,
and they didn't like them. Like,
there should be quick pace puzzles, surely.
I think these sort of things, they should be, like, if you're, at least if you're playing on New Game Plus, make these optional. Like, if you
Yeah,
just want to, like, run through the game again on, like, a New Game Plus mode, let people skip these, for example, would be a nice idea. I found, I
it
didn't,
looks cool, but
yeah, I didn't find them too bad, especially, like, the final one's pretty cool as well. So there's a nice puzzles there where you see, like, what is it, the Indiana Jones film, The Last Crusade, where he has to have the faith on the bridge.
yeah.
What was that game we played that was like a student game from New Zealand, where you have to see the bridge from another perspective, and then you can.
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
No, I can't
there's
remember
like
the name.
weird cyberpunk mind bending puzzles, basically in these in these um in these sections of the game. Um, but yeah, I didn't mind these. I thought they were okay. I just think maybe you should give people an option to skip. Um,
Maybe make them like fast paced, like make it like less puzzle, more puzzle platformer, and like quicker,
yeah,
more quickly paced. I think would have helped the pacing issue.
I really liked the way they did upgrades in this game. So you get access to different abilities, and you can like plug them into basically like a motherboard. But it's got like the attaché case thing where you can only
Oh,
plug so many in, but
nice.
it's like a Tetris
Yeah,
puzzle sort of thing
yeah.
where you can put as
That's
many as you
cool.
want as long as they fit, which is
And
pretty
there's different
cool.
shapes, I guess.
Been pranked.
What the hell? Okay.
Yeah. There were some boss fights in this that I wasn't a big fan of. I found them kind of tedious, and I think the platforming boss was fine. It was quite challenging, but I think like the actual fighting bosses were kind of annoying. I wasn't a huge fan of them. I found like I think the big strength of the game is not these sections, not the boss sections. It is just the platforming sections. Just whenever you're platforming in this game and then fighting enemies really quickly, that
Yeah,
is
like
the big strength
using
of
the
the game.
enemies to platform.
Yeah. See, this is like mind bending stuff where when I get closer to enemies further away, I was like, why don't I just walk backwards? I think at some point I'm like, I need to walk backwards and then I can use that to get the thing. And it's just like, yeah, it's like mind bending shit.
You just being mesmerized by it.
Let's go
Yeah,
back to the good shit.
it's a bit I'm here for.
So would I recommend I was going to say, would I recommend tangerines? Yeah, I like tangerines. Would I recommend Ghostrunner? Yeah, I would. I mean, I got my like I don't know, probably like 10 to 12 hours or something like that of gameplay out of it.
It looks
Um,
fantastic. I really like this cyberpunk look, and
it
like
looks really
it's one of
cool.
the
It
good
plays really
cyberpunk games
cool.
that came out.
And despite its like weak side in the story, in the like forced puzzle segments, and the The bosses, which you may or may not enjoy. I still think there's definitely a lot of good content in this game, especially if you're a fan of games with heavy emphasis on movement and quick movement at that. So yeah, definitely check out Ghostrunner again, because we talked about this before, but I thought I'd give an update that I finished the game and I really fucking enjoyed it. So yeah, let's check out the next game, which is Descenders. Descenders I actually played on a free weekend. I don't have this game as of right now. But it was an interesting game to me because I've always been a fan of
Bikes.
bike games.
Oh, okay.
Like,
That's because you're a biker, though.
I never used to be a biker though, so
Right, but in your hearts, I think you always were.
no. But like, I'm always been a big fan of the Trials games.
Yeah.
Where that's more of like a 2.5D, where you're on like a side perspective going on a bike and controlling a bike like up hills and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
This kind of scratches that itch of like precise bike control around like obstacles and stuff. And of course, it's called Descenders
Terrifyingly going down a
because you're
hill.
always like mountain biking down hills, which is pretty
Yeah.
terrifying, according to Tony.
Yeah. It is terrifying. You can't stop.
It's just a video game, Tony. It's just a video
I'm
game.
just saying, if this is real life,
Sponsored by Twitch.
it's not for me.
I love that as
Yeah.
soon as you go across the line, nothing matters. So you can just like completely wipe out at the end, and it's just like, yeah, you passed.
Oh, I thought, okay, just that you're landing it. Like, I thought you had to, like, actually stop before it counted, but okay.
As soon as you're across the line, nothing matters in this.
Yeah, okay.
But this is a
So
pretty.
you just ragged off the edge.
This is like a very competent like 3D downhill bike riding game. It's like really fun. It's the sort of thing where I watch literally Ghostrunner and Descenders are like the footage I recorded them. I watch it back and I just listen to music because it is so mesmerizing watching this footage when you see
Yeah.
like things at insane speed executed well.
Yeah.
Are just really mesmerizing and
It's,
fun to watch.
This is kind of like how like the skate games are for biking, I guess, right?
Mm.
Like it's kind of like that sort of free form. Like more, I guess it's like more of a course than like a map.
Well,
But yeah,
this is just
it's
the
the same.
this
traction
is
to me.
just the tutorial at the moment.
Okay.
But I'll skip ahead.
Is it like a big track race you have to do?
Yeah. But the way
that's
it
cool.
works for it, so this is the open world section. This is the lobby section, and you get to like drive around with other people. So the other people playing the game, you'll get to see them
Okay.
in the world.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
can explore like
yeah.
in a lobby, and then you'll go into a
Oh god.
game mode. So I'm going to go into what's called
The shed. Oh.
no, I'm going to go into career session, which is really interesting.
Okay. What's the shed?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I think the shed might just be customizing your bike.
Yeah, like the garage in a car game, right? Okay.
But the career section is really because you'll play like a map with a bunch of other people playing the game. This was recorded on a free weekend, so I don't know how many people are like actively playing this game. So like results may vary on how many people are playing this game at the same time.
This looks fun though.
It is really fun. Yeah, I'd play it solo even
mm.
if there wasn't other people on the tracks.
Yeah.
But the really interesting thing about this is I'll just skip ahead to the end. Once you get to the end, it's kind of like a roguelite. So you have like a map, and then you choose where you go, and you have like a health system.
See,
and when you take too much health damage, you're out of that session, and you have to start
Yeah.
again, and you have to try and get as far as you can as possible without losing all of your health.
I never considered mountain biking as a roguelite system. Who knew you could turn
Guys,
a real life thing into a roguelite?
I'm a mechanics radical. Descenders is a roguelite game, guys. It's confirmed.
I would agree with that, considering that.
Oh, there's a first-person mode.
What? No,
Tony, you telling me you don't like first-person mode? There is like there's optional objectives that will get you like stuff you need, like unlocking support for future tracks or like unlocking health to heal yourself. And then one of the objectives you'll have to do to unlock it will be for this track you must complete it in first-person mode.
Oh my
so
God.
it's like adding additional difficulty. It's like there's like a big risk reward system in this mode. I thought this mode was really inventive. This could have been just like a normal bog standard mountain biking game, but it turned out to be something really interesting. I think that's definitely worth
Oh
checking
my
out
god.
for people
The
who look at
first
this and
person is
go,
excellent in
"This
this. This could
this
have been
looks
shit.
kind of interesting." Yeah, I mean, it could have just been, you know,
First person,
just first
yeah.
person camera slapped into a 3D
Yeah,
entity,
but
but
this is oh my god.
it's actually pretty well made. Yeah. Um, but yeah, if you're a fan of like bike games and stuff, I would highly recommend this. And even if you're just like,
I don't. I'm not a massive fan of bike games, but this was really fun. But
yeah,
I like what you said at the start. It's like it's got like really like lots of momentum to it, like lots of speed, and like you can execute things well. And I
hmm
think that's like a good combination for making movement fun in a game.
yeah,
And that this has this seems to have both of those.
it's a sort of game where you could just put on like, say, I did well this. I get to pick a crew member, and then I can like decrease speed wobbling when going fast, increase the chance of
I
staying on your bike when you land
can't
hard.
help but notice
You get like
three of those
perks.
people are the same
They're
person.
triplets. They're triplets.
Okay.
Yeah. There's even like fucking boss tracks with like crazy jumps to them.
Boss tracks.
Yeah, I think they're literally called like
Okay.
boss tracks. There's like a
Right.
crazy jump where you have to like go up this giant
Oh,
ramp over
you've
like a
got
like over like a train line.
what's that three in the top left? Is that like how many hits you have?
That's how much health I have. I had 4, but I died, so I lost a health.
Yeah, okay, right, right,
Another
right.
interesting thing that I was testing out: you don't have to go along the course. You can literally just get to the end any way you want. But it's obviously a lot more dangerous to do so, and
Oh
you'll
my
miss
god.
checkpoints.
Yeah.
And you won't build as many points, which is quite important for
You
the
can't there's no
um,
ramps for you
building
to
points, which is
get.
quite important. Also, the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to do the bonus objective, which is build a top speed of 65 kilometers an hour, which is why I'm like ignoring the course and just trying to go really fast. But I died there, so I got a new item, a rusty bike, limited. You'll have to see that.
You also
And
got a weird mascot helmet.
let's see if I can get to a boss track, and I'll show you that. Those boss tracks are really fucking cool.
Everything's a roguelike these days.
Oh, there's the boss. Hang on, let's go back for the boss jump, and then we'll end
This is
it.
the
So
boss
this
challenge.
is Descenders on Steam. Check that out if you're interested, and also check out Ghostrunner on Steam um, as well if you're interested in that game. But I think that's going to wrap it up for us for this Tangerine today. But let's do one more jump before we go out, Tony. Can I get a yeah, boy?
This is the boss jump. The train
Can
boss.
I get a yeah, boy, Tony?
No.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Over the train, guys. I survived the boss jump. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.